The law does not envisage a situation where the speaker himself will defect, Salman Jawondo says. Can you imagine? So Salman Jawondo is a senior advocate of Nigeria, and is talking about the Rivers State House of Assembly case where Martin Amaewhule and 25 others defected from PDP to APC. And that has been the beginning of the problem, because Wike was using them, against Fubara, and thought that by using them to defect the state to become an APC state by default, and then they can impeach Fubara out of office. All of that is not working. The case has been in the court left, right, and center. So let's dive into the details to hear what Jawondo has more to say about this matter. A senior advocate of Nigeria's son, Salman Jawondo, speaking about the Rivers State legal crisis, has alleged that the law did not contemplate a scenario wherein the Speaker of the House, Honorable Martin Amaewhule, would defect from PDP to APC. He identified that the law mandates automatic vacation of seat upon defection, predicated on the announcement and presentation of evidence before the Speaker. He, however, argued that the Speaker's role is pivotal in effecting the vacation of the seat, as it is their prerogative to declare the seat vacant forthwith upon receipt of evidence or announcement of defection. So he lamented that the law overestimates the integrity of Nigerian politicians, naively assuming that the speaker would not succumb to the temptation of defection. Can you imagine? So he said in an interview with TVC, what the law requires is that once you have defected and the announcement is made and there's evidence before the speaker that a person has defected from the party upon which he was elected to another political party, the seat becomes automatically vacant. It does not require the intervention of any court to so declare it vacant. It is for the speaker to declare that seat vacant immediately the evidence is produced or the person announces his defection, either by way of writing to the House or even before the House itself. Exactly. So if the law supports that the speaker will effect that and declare the person's seat vacant, why would the same law also declare the seat vacant if the speaker himself defects? Because the speaker came to the House also through a political party and by election. So the same thing that applies to other members of the House of Assembly also applies to him, because they all came in through the same electoral process. It's just that within them, they elected him as the Speaker of the House. Ordinarily, he is also one of them that came into the assembly through the same electoral process. So the same process also abound for him. And immediately a speaker defects, his seat automatically also becomes vacant, and the next available person that will become the speaker will then adjudicate over the matter. And that's exactly what has happened in Rivers State, I tell you. So saying the law envisage or the law did not envisage is not an issue. If the law says once the person defect, his seat is declared vacant, so speaker did not come from the moon to become speaker. He came in through the same electoral process. And so the same way he would have declared someone else seat vacant by defection, in the same way someone else will also declare his seat vacant by defection. So he defected as a speaker, and another speaker automatically will take his place, because by defection, his seat is also vacant. So all this matter, they know the truth. They're just trying to turn it around just to cause problem in the state. Let's continue. The law does not envisage a situation where the speaker himself will defect. I think the law overrated Nigerian politicians, that somebody who is supposed to be the leader of the House and therefore provide leadership will not defect. And that is where the problem lies in Rivers State position. I mean, in a situation, if the speaker has not been part of those who defected, I am sure he will have instantly declared their seat vacant. Of course, he would have done that. But now it's affecting him. They don't want to do it. They can't go anywhere. They're just trying to oppress Fubara in this matter. Fubara will definitely get his way through. It's just a joke. They're just joking. And somebody is writing here in the comment section, say, I just hope Governor Fubara will stop listening to people like Honorable Gochinyere, Secondus, and others who are fighting Wike through proxy. Rather, he should dialogue through President Jonathan, because I am not sure if he will have a chance with President Tinubu. For sure, he will lose at the Supreme Court. You can abuse me if you like, but this is the honest truth. What is honest truth about it? The truth is that the system in Nigeria is very fraudulent. Electoral process is fraudulent, judicial process is fraudulent. And even the politicians themselves are fraudulent. As long as abuse is no solution here. But should we continue like this as a nation that practice democracy? Is my problem, because we are not practicing real democracy. Is there any better situation regarding the Fubara versus Wike issue? Some of you don't see Fubara wrong in all this. Why would Fubara be wrong? Fubara refused to be a pet governor, and you think everybody will like that? It won't work now. It won't work. Wike has his wrong, just like Fubara. Do you see Fubara winning at the Supreme Court? Fubara listened and took advice from those who are fighting Wike because of Fubara. Out of court settlement is the best solution for Fubara. If not, he will be ex-governor in few months. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. The lawyer's assertion implies that the law or constitution is silent on the defection of the speaker, who should have declared the seat of defected members vacant. The simple logic here is that another speaker should be elected by the other members to declare their seat vacant, because the speaker, by his defection, has also lost both his position as speaker and as well as membership of the House. Bagam. Exactly what I said initially. That is how it should be. The same premises of law would be applied to the speaker should he defect, because he is assuming the role of others not in his shoes. So the next in rank, which is either the deputy governor or the governor, should do the declaration on their behalf. That is it now. Yeah, that is it. I pray this generation sink and perish from the world for a sincere generation to emerge. Everyone in Nigeria is corrupt from the top to the least common man, and not reasonable. We are not reasonable at all. What kind of legal argument is this? The law doesn't need to specifically mention the speaker, since it stated any assembly member. Of course, any assembly member can become a speaker, so the speaker is still a member of the assembly. The law is clear in that aspect. So where the situation becomes ambiguity of law is who declare a defected speaker's seat vacant, especially when the founders of democracy and drafters of our constitution never envisaged majority, including the speaker defecting at the same time. My own is that the same process that brought other members to the assembly to power is the same process that brought the speaker. Speaker is just by privilege being elected to become speaker. And so once as a member of the assembly, if he defects, and he will lose the seat. And some other person, another speaker, will take over and run the show, like it's going on now. So all of them are just speaking grammar. So this son had just said his own, but he needs to come straight forward. Sometimes when you see the argument from people that call themselves son, you wonder how they got their son. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. Who should declare Amaewhule seat vacant in this case? And that is the question now.